agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Young against ball. To the middle. Here's a Kongwu. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by man. Ball. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Young. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Here's Daniels. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. And Klingon pulls it down. The three, Smith. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, great idea there. He set Smith up and let him knock him down.
Outside man. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Young against ball. Nice move. On the wing, Daniels. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Clutch passes to Ball. Here's Clutch. Back to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
And look at Ball take off. Love seeing him use his athleticism to slam it home.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Charlotte. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer. Force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, B.A.
Allie, thank you. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 8.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now here's Young. 23 points his last outing.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
And there's a pick. Clutch passes to Ball. Stolen by Young. And now the Hawks on the break. Here's man. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Hawks,
That one drops. He ties it up. Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
And Ball gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Young. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Here's Daniels. After the basket by Charlotte. Now a Kongwu. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and he chipped in a couple of blocks also. A well-rounded, complete effort throughout. He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Now here's Young. And he lobs it up. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Clutch passes to Ball. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Beasley's checked in for the Hawks. And when it comes to establishing rotations at this stage, Stan, what's something you're zeroing in on?
Well, you're just trying to figure out which lineups work the best together and trying to develop not necessarily a starting lineup, but a rotation that works for you, and especially trying to determine what's your closing lineup. When it's on the line, who do you want to go to? Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
Ball, a screen on Beasley. Clutch passes to Ball. Comes up empty down low.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Daniels off the mark there with a three. Hornets leading by 4. Here's Clutch, coming off a terrific game against Cleveland. Ball, a screen on Beasley. 6 on the shot clock.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Back to Young. The three. And Klingon pulls it down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Clutch, guarded by Young. Smith outside. 4-3. Knocks down the long J. Smith's got his second basket on the night.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Down low. Here's Beasley. Smith with the rebound. Hornets leading by 9. Out to the right wing. Takes the three. It doesn't go for him. Atlanta's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Daniels passes to Young. With the floater. And the bucket is good. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Look at that touch. Not many do it better than Young.
Ball, a screen on Beasley. Clutch passes to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Beasley outside. Pass to Niang. And here's a Kungwu. Here's Daniels, covered by Smith. Here's Young. Ball with the rebound.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Screen by Bridges. Clutch passes to Bridges. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Beasley. Takes a three. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's a nice setup by Young. He reads the floor so well.
Here's Clutch. And there's the screen. Now here's Ball. Guarded by Young. Ball no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Beasley, left side. Pass to Daniels. Back to Beasley. The three ball. Another three for Atlanta.
Daniels using that vision.
Here's Smith. He's got 6. Here's Clutch. Ball, a screen on Beasley. Now Ball, guarded by Young. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Here's Beasley. Hornets with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, and for a coach, Seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. So it'll be Miles Bridges shooting. That one on Young. Wiseman, he's checked in for Charlotte. Mann comes in for LaMelo Ball. Here's Bufkin. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Hauser. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Clutch passes to Mann. There's 1:47 left to play in the first. Screen by Wiseman. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And let's turn to the league leaders now and check out which teams are tops in rebounding this season. Number 1, the Hornets.
And I love how active they all are on the glass. When a shot goes up, this team takes a gang rebounding approach to tracking down their boards.
And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Owens is checked in for Kongwu. Charlotte leading by 4. Here's Clutch. Pass to Smith. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Hawks. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Here's Bufkin, still without a bucket. That one doesn't drop. Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Mann. Here's the pick. Here's Clutch. From downtown, gets the 3 to fall. And now a 9-point Charlotte lead.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Beasley against Smith. Beasley outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Mann. There's the triple. It's not going to go for him. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Hornets out. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Charlotte.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
On the floor for Atlanta, they've got Malik Beasley. Terrence Mann is out there with Owens. And it's Hauser in at the 4. Screen by Wiseman. Right side man. Second shot opportunity. Hauser grabs the board.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
And Stanley went undrafted back in 2021. But Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, Clutch in their last time out against the Cavaliers was tremendous. He scored 45 points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying himself.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's Clutch. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Misses the 3. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Nurkic has checked in for Charlotte. Ball comes in for Smith. And Atlanta with possession here. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Buffkin. On target from range. Buffkin's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Charlotte leading by 9. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Clutch. There's a screen. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Man with it. Here's Hauser. Here's Beasley. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
For Charlotte, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Pass to Man. Releases. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Man's got 5.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Ball surveys the floor. And there's the drive. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Owens, the pass to Hauser. Misses the layup.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Clutch. He has 6. There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Buffkin. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Hornets leading by 16. Here's Clutch. His scoring sits at around 31 a game. An impressive number. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Man. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Bridges, he's checked in for Diabate. Young, the pass to Hauser. Niang outside. Pass to Beasley. Basket's good. Beasley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
They set the screen. Now Ball. From 11 feet away. And it's Charlotte with another.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Niang outside. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. Niang's got 6.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Clutch. He has 6. To the inside. Ball. And another dime for him.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well. Hitting his guys right in their spots. Krejci's checked in for Atlanta. Buffkin comes in for Young.
You got to respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
Pass to Krejci. Fires from deep. Another three for Atlanta.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Man with it. The three is up. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. And here's Beasley, pounded by Ball. Pass to Niang. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Charlotte leading by 18. Here's Clutch. High arcing shot. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
There's a screen. Here's Buffkin. He's guarded by Man. And the whip. Still on the shot.
What up, man?
There. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Here's Klingon. Still no points. Pass to Ball. Fires for three. The rebound by Man. Hawks trail by 18. Here's Buffkin. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Releases from the wing.
What up, man?
Drills it. Okongwu's got 6.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Here's Clutch. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Terrence Mann.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Well, Stan, the minimum games threshold for postseason awards, it seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Chalk up 2 there.
He made that shit.
7.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Man. Pass to Man. Wide open look. Yet another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Now Man.
I'm on season 2.
Outside. Here's Buffkin.
Yeah, I seen like the last 40 games once I knew we were making the playoffs.
Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Here's Buffkin. The Hornets making their last shot. Niang a screen. Beyond the arc. Buffkin, no good. Hornets leading by 16. Here's Clutch. 9 points in the game. On the wing man. Fires the three. Score That's 8 out of 9 shots here today.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Buffkin, and he drives in, uses the glass on the layup. Buffkin's got 9.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
You watching this game, Key?
Pass to man from behind the arc. And it's Niang with a rebound.
Whew, I can't believe he missed that one.
Defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And that one's good, man. He has 6.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second.
I got a clip, Brody.
Charlotte has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game.
Ain't even no point guard. I'm just, we just running offense, boy.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Bro, I be trying to run offense, bro.
Here's Daniels, covered by Smith. Buffkin with the bucket.
Especially, bro, Trey Mann, 8 for 10 right now. Both got 20 in a quarter. Shoot, I'm letting him eat. But now I'm just gonna run to the corner. See what they gonna call.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half.
Like, look at that, bro. He's going off. Throwing dimes. He said what?
It's tough to stop.
Oh.
Aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Man. He's got 6.
Oh, I can turn that off.
Here's Buffkin.
Low key.
Lets it go from 11. And again.
Mm-hmm.
It's Atlanta.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
They set a pick. Left side Man lets it go from deep. And so it's Charlotte up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First,
And for that game against the 76ers, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
more than... And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Hornets.
It's one side.
Thanks for tuning in.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
We've got Klingon. LaMelo Ball is out there with Smith. Then it's Miles Bridges. And it's Clutch in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Hawks trail by 13. Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. Here's Clutch. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Back to Ball. Knocked away. Here's Bridges. Here's Klingon. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 12.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Here's Daniels. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Dyson Daniels.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Knocks it loose. Now the Hornets moving it up. Pass to Clutch. Man with it. Pounded by Ball. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, credit the great steal by Young to get that started. His anticipation is next level.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Man. Kept alive. Six to shoot. Here's Clutch. Guarded by Young. It's scooped up. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Clutch. Smith outside. Jacks up a 3. And again, another assist.
He's nearing the franchise record for most assists in a single game.
This team feeds off his unselfishness and commitment to keeping everyone else involved.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Daniels, covered by Smith. Young with a screen on Smith. Pass to Niang. Man with it. Now here's Young. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Bridges.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Clutch. 11 points in the game. Pass to Klingon. Man with a double team. There's Ball with a 3. Here's Clutch. The 3 from Ball. Hits the trifecta. Ball's got 28 points for the game.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Here's Daniels. He's got 9. To the right side. Outside Young. Tries to break his ice. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Clutch. The kick out to Ball. Launches it. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Klingon's got 4 points this quarter.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
Niang outside. Back to Young. To the paint. Here's Man. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
There's a screen. Pass to Smith from deep. And another dime for him. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Outside Man. Inside. Bridges with it. And it's Niang picking him up. Ball passes to Clutch. Screen by Bridges. Back to Ball. This one for 3. Another possession, another assist.
And this This last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game. What a performance he's having.
He's been passing with pinpoint accuracy all game long.
Get there.
Young looking over the floor. He got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Wiseman, he's checked in for Charlotte. Diabate comes in for Bridges. Beasley's checked in for Atlanta. Bufkin comes in for Young. Just 3 to shoot. Here's man. Deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And Charlotte making a change here. Man's checked in. So it's Atlanta now, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 16-4 run. Pass to Clutch. Back to man. Oh, deflected. And now the Hawks on the break. Here's Bufkin. Niang outside. Here's Bufkin. Clock at 6. Okongwu, the pass to man. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Man's got 6 in the quarter.
Things started to click for him in the second half. You can tell the focus and the intent is all there.
Outside man. The 3 is up. The rebound by Atlanta.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Bufkin. He's guarded by man. Going inside. Bufkin with the bucket. Bufkin's got 15 points.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Hornets leading by 18. Clutch passes to man. Cans it with nobody near him. Man's got 23 points. The Hawks have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Here's Bufkin. He's guarded by man. Bufkin with the bucket. 17 points in the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside man. Screen by Wiseman. Puts up a 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 18. Pass to Bufkin. Back to man. And here's Beasley. Here's Bufkin. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on man. Stan, you coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wimby and Chet Holmgren.
Man misses. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Picked up by Okongwu. Here's Bufkin. And Atlanta misses again. Hornets leading by 16. To the middle. Here's Diabate. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Diabate's got his second bucket of the night.
You get used to seeing dimes like this from Nick Smith. I mean, he'll drop them all day.
Pass to Okongwu. Down low. Here's Bufkin. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Bufkin's got 8 points here in the quarter. Charlotte has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Outside man. Here's Clutch. From deep. Buries it from 3. Clutch has got 14 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Pass to Clutch. The three is up. Bufkin with a rebound. Hawks trail by 17. And there's 1:45 left in the third. To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And the Hornets with possession here. Following the score by Atlanta. Hits a three-pointer.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
1:09 left in the third. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hornets leading by 18. Clutch passes to Wiseman. Screen by Wiseman. Here's Clutch. He's got 17. Pass to Smith. Three-pointer off the mark. Hawks trail by 18. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Mann. Give him 23. Pass to Clutch. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Owens, the pass to Beasley. From deep three-point land. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Charlotte with an impressive 16-point. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. They've got Malik Beasley, and it's Reed in at the 5. Charlotte leading by 16. Pass to Clutch. Here's Klingon. Bufkin with a rebound. Bufkin's got 4 rebounds in the game. Out to the wing. Beasley, pass to Hauser. Inside. Here's Krejci. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. And stolen by Beasley. And here's the fast break by himself. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And here's Klingon. And that one drops.
I mean, he's ignoring the scoreboard. He just keeps coming at him.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
Here's Bufkin. From outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Hornets leading by 14. Clutch passes to Mann. They set the pick. The rebound by Atlanta. And here's Beasley. Here's Bufkin. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Owens is checked in for Reed. Pass to Klingon. 5 on the clock. Down low. And another dime for him.
And sure enough, he's just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision, both to find his teammates and to reach for new heights. Here's Hauser. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Hornets leading by 14. Here's Clutch. On the wing man. Pass to Clutch. Outside man. This one for three. Offensive board. Snatched away. And a fast break now for the Hawks. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
No good on that one.
Here in the second half, they've really gone cold from the line, and it's hurting their chances.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Bufkin. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
And when you look at this second half, missed free throws stick out. It's hard to keep pace that way. Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Now here's Young. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, Young with the power move.
Well, look, because of his shooting ability, you have to get up on Young, but then that makes it even easier for him to blow by you.
Here's Clutch. Pass the ball. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
And Atlanta making a change here. And that one falls for Ball. And Atlanta with possession here. Trailing by 17. Young from long range. From way downtown, Young.
And from that extended range, few do it better than Trae Young.
Young against Ball. Here's Clutch. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Clutch. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Klingon. Guarded by Okongwu. Here's Man. Here's Bridges to the left side wing. Here's Clutch. Defended by Nie. Now here's Man. From downtown. Here's Klingon. And finally, that one's good. And the Hornets lead by 16.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
To the middle. Okongwu. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's Clutch. Guarded by Young. Back to Man. Pass to Clutch. Down low. Good D by Okongwu. Hawks trail by 16. Here's Daniels. Outside Young. The three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Klingon. Here's Clutch. Guarded by Young. Doubled by Beasley. Ball outside. The three is up. Kept alive. Pass to Clutch. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Niang a screen. Beasley for three. And Clingan pulls it down.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
They set the pick. Clutch passes to Ball. Now man, let's go with a three. Rebound, Trae Young. Young's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since. Break.
And the basket is good.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Here's man. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Clingan, guarded by Okongwu. Ball, a screen on Beasley. Clutch passes to Ball. The rebound by Atlanta. Young's got his 6th rebound on the night. Beasley outside. Pass to Daniels. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by Clutch. Charlotte leading by 16. Here's the pick. Back to Ball. Good D by Okongwu.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Outside Young. Back to Daniels. The Hornets pull it in. Here's Clutch. Finished off the break. Clutch has got 19 points.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Clutch. Here's the teardrop. Tries again. And the layup is good. And the Hornets lead by 20.
Giving up second chance buckets, a huge issue for this team. He's putting on a clinic in team basketball, and these fans recognize it.
He's tallied the most assists in a single game in team history. Smith, he's checked in for Charlotte. And a change for the Hawks. Man, he's checked in for Beasley. And Atlanta with possession here. Niang, the pass to Okongwu. Back to Niang. And here's Young. The three connects from downtown. Young's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, he's lights out when he has space. Trae Young, one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's Clutch, guarded by Young. Ball passes to Clutch. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Clutch has got 11 in the second half.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Now here's Okongwu. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by man. They get it again. Ball. Misses in close. Hawks trail by 18.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Hornets.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Clutch.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
And the Hawks with possession here. Half to the basket by Charlotte. Here's Clutch. 34 seconds left in the final quarter. Drives to the hoop. The rebound by Atlanta. Outside man. Pass to Niang. Launches it. Oh, they get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon.
Substitution on the court.
To the wing, right side. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're...
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.